Hello there. I'm Kios, Ronin Beatmaker, and welcome to a live stream event of Ronin Review, The Acolyte, episode 2 and 3. Figured since I'm a late start, I'd figure I would just watch the show and just comment on my thoughts in real time. For anyone who is watching it or has not watched it, I am about 13 minutes in. And so far, we met the twins. If you watched my earlier live streams, I pretty much told you that there are two Force users. They're twins. It's played by the same actress. Um, okay, where are we? Yeah, like I said, we're 13 minutes in. Um, the woman from the Matrix, she got killed in a very lackluster way. Um, and who is this guy? The dude with the dreads in the trailer. He's here, and he is a Jedi Knight that somehow has a Padawan. That does not make any sense. Only Jedi Masters have Padawans. Uh, Now I feel like they're trying to rewrite the canon like Dave Filoni did with Ahsoka and Anakin, where Jedi Knights also get to train um, students, Padawans. That doesn't make any sense, but okay, all right. Um, and so the girl, we met the assassin twin, and now we're meeting her Jedi twin, who's a mech neck. So she's like a traveling mechanic, and now she's being in a light interrogation by the two Jedi's. So she left the Order 6 years ago. She was trained to be a Jedi. That didn't pan out, and so she needed a paycheck. I don't even know what that means, bro. What does that even mean? It didn't pan out to be a Jedi, so you got a job as a mechanic? Oh my god. Okay, so the Jedi Knight, the dude with the dreads in the trailer, his name is Yord. And like I said, he is a Jedi Knight who has a Padawan, which does not make any sense. We already know that only Jedi Masters have Padawans, but let's continue. Oh, and she was administered into the order when she was 8, and they normally take kids when they're babies, and it seems like she came from a traumatic event, so that was a little pause for concern. She lost her entire family, her mother, her sister, died in a village before Master Soul brought her to the Jedi Temple. I'm not gonna lie, guys. These outfits that the Jedi are wearing are pretty tacky. So now they're interrogating her. They're speculating that she assassinated Master Indara. So supposedly, Master Indara wanted this girl to leave the Jedi Order because of because of how young she, well, how old she came into the Order. But it seems like she left on her own accord. Now, even this girl, the who they're interrogating, she's admitting, like, you really think I could overpower and kill a Jedi Master? Oh, they brought the dude from the bar, the witness, and he's accusing her that she's the one that killed the Jedi. Like I told you guys, these are twins. Like, this is Jason Solo and oh god, I forgot his sister's name. All right, now they're taking her to prison transport back to Coruscant. These outfits do not look good for $180 million. There are fan films that got Jedi outfits that are more in line with Star Wars. It's very tacky. I'm not gonna lie. The outfits are very tacky. I mean, the ships look like Star Wars. That's a relief. Okay, we're back on Coruscant. We're at the temple. Alright. Commercial time. Okay, so far, I'm gonna be honest with you. It's a little boring. I'm not gonna lie. The as many of you guys have seen the trailer, then you're aware. Oh god. If many of you have seen the trailer, then you're aware that the fight scene at the beginning of this film or this show is in the trailers, and it's with the chick Carrie-Anne Moss from The Matrix. And let me tell you, so the Sith assassin, you want to know how she kills her? This is how she kills her. She throws a blade at the barkeep, and when Carrie-Anne Moss, Master Indara, stops that blade from killing that man, the assassin, the twin, throws a blade at Master Indara and kills her, and throwing it in the chest. That's how she kills her. A Jedi Master. I mean, that's how you take out like a Padawan. You know, maybe a newly inducted Jedi Knight, but a Jedi Master? In the fight choreography, it's 1, 2, 3. It's a dance. It's not even a good dance. It's just beat for beat. It just feels very over choreographed. Okay, we're back. All right, we're meeting Master Soul. He's in the trailer, he's talking to the younglings, telling them to find center and balance and to connect with the Force and to see what they envision. I remember when the trailers came out and you had people freaking out because there weren't enough boys as Padawans. Okay, here comes Leslie Headland's wife. She's the green alien. The only actual Jedi from the lore. Everyone else is made up. You have a Jedi, you have a Padawan here. There's a Padawan, right? He has no eyelids. Look, I know you guys can't see this. All right? I know you can't see this. But this is how much lack of attention to any form of detail they have. While I'm looking at an alien right now, he has no eyelids, and he's telling them all to close their eyes and meditate. Tell me, how does that make a goddamn sense? I don't even understand this. Okay, let's keep going. Sorry, I don't even know. Okay, so sorry, I had to go back to just look at that. Okay, here's Leslie Headland's wife, the green alien with the lightsaber whip, the purple lightsaber whip. They gave it to a white woman. I just keep that in mind. Okay, Master Venestra. That's her name. Interesting. Don't mind my friend in the background. That's Lady Lioness. She does occasional reviews with me every now and then. She's along for the ride. Okay, so there she's now telling him about Master Indara's death, and that they have Osha. That's her name. Okay, that's his former Padawan, Osha. Uh, God, what kind of acting is this? Keep in mind, I don't know what Leslie Hamilton's wife has ever done beforehand, but so far she's not selling it. But the actor who plays Master Soul, he was in that Squid Games TV show. Now, if you know anything about Korean actors, they're actually very, very talented. He's doubting that she killed her. Osha, that's her name. They have evidence against her. So Master Soul and Master Indar, who got killed, they saved Osha in a fire. Now, now the Jedi are concerned about their publicity, because if word were get out that a former Jedi killed one of their own, discretion is important. This is very unlike. Well, actually, I don't know. I don't know about this. So if anyone is watching this themselves, we're 18 minutes in, and so far nothing has happened. Okay, we got Osha. She's in the transport. There's a guy next to her in the transport that has no mouth. This looks a little concerning. Hold on. So the Jedi, right? Make this make sense. So they don't take her in a separate transport. They put her in a public transport with other criminals. And now all these criminals know that she probably killed a Jedi. So much for discretion. So now the other prisoners are planning an escape. Okay, so they got a cyborg droid who just hacked the um, the transport droids, and now the transport is going haywire. Okay, the prisoners are now escaping, and an alien with tentacle ears, just destroyed a droid with his ears. He used his ears to destroy a droid and break out the prisoners. And they're not releasing the Jedi. I mean, she did say she didn't want to. Yeah, so they're abandoning the Jedi, and they're all jumping in. All the prisoners are jumping into the escape pod. And now she's floating adrift in a ship that is looking like it's going to crash into a planet. Thank you for everyone stopping by. Please make sure to hit that like button. Okay, hold on a second. She is a Jedi and she can't use the Force. She forgot how to use the Force. She can't use the Force. She was trained as a Jedi, but she can't use the Force. I'm confused. Oh, and she has a pet droid that's essentially a it's an iPad, and she just took off the head to use it to pick the lock. So her droid companion is an iPad essentially. And now she's saving another prisoner who's high off a drug. Oh, now she's gonna tase him to wake him up. Wait, he had a bug on his mouth. Okay, so that guy, the prisoner that she just saved, just took the last escape pod. And now she's still stuck in the ship that's now about to crash into orbit of a planet. Like I've said, so far, nothing has happened. This seems to be an ongoing theme with, with Disney Star Wars. I know some people out there supposedly said Andor is really good. I watched 2.5 episodes of Andor and I stopped because nothing was happening. I was bored. That's the same with Fallout. Okay, ship just crashed onto a snowy planet. Maybe it's Tatooine. Who knows? I mean, Hoth at this point, Okay, now we're back to Coruscant. Okay, commercial time. So like I said, so far nothing's really happening in the show. For those of you who are just joining us, please make sure to hit that like button. We are currently watching it live. If you are interested in watching it, when the commercial ends, I'll let you know where we are. But so far, nothing has happened yet. It's just kind of been going beat by beat. We know Osha now. She has a twin who's a Sith assassin. But Osha, she was trained by the Jedi, but she can't use the Force. So I'm a little confused. But she left the Order 6 years ago, but she can't use the... I don't know what they're trying to do here. Because there was a scene where she was trying to get her little iPad droid, and she couldn't use the Force to get it. But she was trained as a Jedi, and they think she killed Masandara, but she can't use the Force. I don't know what's going on in this plot. I don't know. I don't understand it. How can a girl who was trained as a Jedi but can't use the Force be accused of killing a Jedi Master? This is the plot. I'm just letting you know this is the plot that we're working with. Okay, so we got Master Soul on Coruscant, looking at a holocron of his old Padawan, Jackie, who is the Padawan to Master Yord. Oh, and this chick, Yeki or Jackie, whatever, that's the chick who plays X-23. And now she's criticizing Master Soul for keeping a holographic image of his former Padawan, as that goes against the Jedi Code. So you can already tell she is she's definitely got a lightsaber up her butt. So I wouldn't want to hang out with her. Well, so supposedly all the prisoners who escaped, they got caught. Um, fancies that. And the druggie, he got caught. So now Master Soul is using the Force to interrogate a Force user. Hold on. So this guy, the drug dude who was passed out with the bug in his mouth, is a Force user. What? So now he's going to Karlak to bring Osha in. That's the planet that she crashed on. And he senses she's alive. Venestra, the green chick, Leslie Hedlund's wife, she doesn't want him to leave. He's feeling guilty that it's his failure, so he wants to take accountability. A small team, be discreet. How can they be discreet? They look like you can't be discreet when you're dressed. Oh my lord, yo, come on. All right, we're back with Osha on the crashed planet. She's alive, and she's looking like she just shit herself. Little confused. Why is she? She's now looking around, confused. She knows that she crashed on the planet. Okay, what are we doing here? Let's move it along. Come on. Let's go. Why are we lingering on this? They just. I'm not even gonna. I'm not. What is going on? I'm sorry. They have these long pause shots of just nothingness. I don't. This is like Ahsoka all over again. Okay, so there's someone behind her, all of a sudden, on the planet. What the? What? All right, now we're back with Master Soul and you know, Padawan Jackie, Miss by the books. And this is 100 years before the Phantom Menace. And like I told you guys earlier in the live streams, ooh, look, we're getting to see Master Yar's muscles. Look at that, a little sexy Jedi, shirtless Jedi. Look at that. Yeah. And he's shirtless in front of his Padawan, which personally I think would be highly inappropriate. But what do I know? Okay, let's go. She just checked him. She's checking him out, and now she's scolding him for not having a. This is weird. There's a weird relationship going on there. I don't like it. I can't tell if she's the groomer or he is. There's a weird dichotomy going on there. I don't know what's going on here. Okay, we're back with Osha. Why is her name Osha? Okay, this is not the health department for the United States government. What are we doing here? Okay, so she's following a forced vision of herself as a child that's communicating with her. Oh, it's her sister, May. So the Sith assassin is May. And now she's having a vision back on her home planet. So now we're getting a vision. So Osha and May, like I told you before, they kind of spoiled this in the trailers. Okay, now she's chasing her sister in the vision. Keep in mind, she's on a cliff, on a mountain. I just want everyone to know that she's running on the side of a cliff. Uh, okay, now her sister is talking to her about I give you and you give me. What? So now they're both like little kids and they're talking to each other. And now she's asking May, her sister, she killed Indara, and she's saying, yes, I will kill them all. And now we're back on the snowy planet. Okay, now she's waking up. So that was an entire vision. Got it. Got it. Okay, now we're back with Master Soul. So we now have our first. Well, actually, this is the second time we've had a sexy Jedi shirtless. We had Anakin in Revenge of the Sith. Um, so we got Soul, who was the original, the master for Osha. I can't keep calling her Osha, man. I feel like I need to go, make sure that I sign up to do my CPR training. Uh, we got May, who is a Sith assassin who's using throwing knives to kill Master Jedi's. Yeah, wrap your head around that. Uh, and like I said, I think we're like more than halfway through this first episode, and nothing has happened. Still, nothing has happened. Yeah, this is I don't know, man. This is this show is a little weird. Okay, we're back with Soul and Jackie and Yord. Oops. Okay, Yord is about. She's asking Master Yoda if she can speak freely. She's now interrogating Master Soul about how well does he know his former Padawan. He was posted on her planet when there was a fire at her and her sister's village that killed her entire family. We already know all of this. Now, Jackie the Padawan, missed by the books, she has a leftist haircut. She's got the sideburns cut and like the a mohawk, a what are they called? What are they called? The dudes have back in the 80s.
A mohawk?
No, 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 not the mohawk. The ones that the country boys be wearing. A mullet. She's got a mullet. There we go. She's got a mullet. We have an alien with a mullet. Okay. And she's talking smack to Master Soul. Oops, sorry about that, Pops. Sorry about that. So now we're on the planet. Um, we're back with Osha. I can't keep calling her Osha. This bothers me. It just bothers me. Okay, so the Jedi have found the wreckage. They're now investigating the wreckage. They know that she was here, or someone was here. All right, we got Master Soul. He can sense her presence, so he's going after her. right, they're chasing after her right now as we speak. He can sense her. All right, good. Okay. All right, we're with Osha. She's struggling to walk through snow. The issue I'm having right now with this show is like they just focus on things like the pacing of this show. There's no real flow to the pacing. It's just kind of all over the place. Okay, Master Yord, he turned on his lightsaber. He's the only one. Master Soul didn't. His Padawan didn't ignite her lightsaber. Only he did. Okay, we got Osha. She's at the edge of a cliff. Oh, okay, he's using it to light the way. Yord, his lightsaber. All right. Okay, they found Osha. Okay, you got Master Soul. He's she's saying she didn't kill him. You know what? This reminds me of the scene in the what was it? U.S. Marshals with Tommy Lee Jones and and Harrison Ford. Great film, phenomenal film. I did not kill my wife. And she just slipped off a cliff. Oh, okay, Soul, he's using the force to grab her. How long is he going to hold her like that? Okay. He brought her back up. So now he believes her that her sister's alive. So they got May. I mean, they got Osha, and they're bringing her in. Okay, now we got May, her evil twin. Okay, we got the Sith. So the Sith Lord, he's saying an acolyte kills without a weapon. An acolyte kills the dream. I don't even, what does that even mean? All right, so that concludes episode 1. I don't even know what to tell you guys. All right, let's just get episode 2 over with. So, like I said, episode 1, absolutely nothing has happened. The plot hasn't really moved forward. Um, yeah, it's I don't even know what to tell you guys. Crazy, right? Crazy, right?
Yeah.
So, like I said, this show isn't for us Star Wars OGs, prequels, and OT guys.
Purists.
Um, as Lady Linus likes to put purists for whatever. I don't know what that means, but apparently we're purists because we like how Star Wars was before they, you know, put Marxism into it and all this other nonsense. And we already covered this. We already discussed how Leslie Headland and Kathleen Kennedy both admitted that this isn't Star Wars. that this is their own fan fiction. This isn't part of what George Lucas created. So it's no different than what, with Tolkien when he had that letter pretty much saying, don't bastardize my work. Don't try to make it better. You can't make Tolkien better. You can't make Lucas better. You can't make that better. We all know that. And so, you want to call us pure people who are Puritans, fine, but at least we genuinely care about the lore. She can call us Puritans all she
I didn't
wants.
call you a Puritan. That's
What did you call me?
a purist.
She calls me a purist. We're purists because we actually care about Star Wars. All right, this is what we're dealing with. Okay, this is what we're dealing with. We're purists because we care. How crazy is that? Jesus. All right, we're on the planet Olega, a local Jedi temple. Okay, this girl just stole a fruit. Oh my god. Okay, so now we're back with May. She's trying to get access into a Jedi temple. And she now has access into a Jedi temple. I did not realize it would be that easy to get access into a Jedi temple. Oh, Lord. Okay, so we made the Sith Assassin, or the Acolyte, which is pretty much a Sith Assassin. This is another problem. They're taking good lore, the expanded universe, and they're just ruining it. So hold on a second. So now you have May, the Sith Assassin. She's inside a Jedi temple, walking around, and no one finds it a little suspicious? What? Okay. We got a Jedi. She's meditating. He's meditating in the air. So he's hovering. She's staring at him. Master Torben is his name. We have unfinished business. She has this thing where she gets into like this fighting stance, and then she goes and tells him, "Attack me with all your strength." They don't even do this in the anime. They don't do this kind of nonsense. And if they do, it's actually pretty cool. This is just tacky. It's cringe. He's asleep. He's floating and he's asleep. He doesn't even know she's there. He's not there. I don't even know what to tell you guys right now. So she's confused. She tried to like fake punch him. He didn't react. Now she's trying to punch him and she can't reach him. So apparently he has a force field around him while he meditates. And she's kicking it. I don't even know. What is this? She's throwing knives and nothing can get through his force field. This is just stupid now. Now it just looks stupid. This is not even funny. She's doing another flip. Okay, now she's hiding from a Jedi. He looked up. Okay, How about you gonna look down? You're not gonna see the knives on the ground? She's force sensitive. And the Jedi don't even sense her. I don't know what's going on here. So far, she managed to sneak into a Jedi temple, walk past Jedi who didn't even notice her or didn't even acknowledge her, tries to kill a Jedi Master, but he has a force field around him while he's meditating, which Even in the Legends and expanded universe, the Jedi weren't doing stuff like that. So now they're having the Jedi do things that the Jedi weren't capable of doing, because the reality to be able to not only meditate and hover while you're meditating and generate a protective force field around you while you're meditating, that takes enormous strain and stress on the mind and body. It doesn't even make sense. And this is what I'm talking about. When they told you, and we read the article earlier today, that they don't care. They're going to just make stuff up. They don't care about preserving what makes the world and the lore and the foundations important. And this right here in real time, I'm just telling you guys, in real time, this is just crazy. This is crazy to me. Okay, they're leaving the planet. We got Osha. We got Jackie, Miss By the Book. She's just fiddling with stuff because you know she's book smart, but she ain't technical smart. A mech neck. Why? What is a mech neck? That's just. Oh my god. What is that? I still can't get over that her droid named Pip is essentially an iPad. She just carries around an iPad as a holster. In a holster. This is weird. So Yord is criticizing Soul for not restraining Osha, who he both Yord and Soul both know that she did not kill Indara. Yord thinks Osha and her evil twin, are working together. Soul is telling Yord, bro, you have terrible judgment. And I'm going to have to agree, he does. Now he's talking to Leslie Headland's wife, Ventura, or whatever her name is, Master Ventura or Ventura, I don't know. Well, apparently now the Jedi are aware that she broke into the temple on the other planet. How? I'm surprised. So now Soul and Osha and Yord and all the whole crew, they're going to Olega to go investigate May. Yord is being a little bitch, complaining. He wants to go back to the planet. The only man so far is Master Soul. This other dude, I don't know what's going on with him. He's a little too soft for my taste. I mean, granted, he's having some weird flirty relationship with his Padawan. Oy. All right, now we're back with May. I'm speculating on the same planet, which you would think if you're okay, if you're wanted for breaking and entering, you wouldn't stay on the same planet, especially a Jedi temple. But here we are. Oh yeah, yeah. Okay, May's at some kind of like tonic store. We got a dude passed out. Looks like he must have had a bad hangover. Out. She's saying she's criticizing her dude because she's out there risking her life. Okay. Oh, so he must be her. So he's her partner. This new guy. We don't know his name. Oh, she's hiring this guy to make her a poison. And now she's tasked with killing a Wookiee Jedi, a 5'4" chick who's like 120 is tasked with defeating an 8 foot tall Wookiee. Okay, this is Jesus Christ. With little baby knives. Keep in mind, little baby knives, toothpicks essentially. He's now this dude is concocting some kind of poison. Okay, he's made some kind of tonic, and he's said some weird little speech about. Ooh, got some weird fingers. So I don't know how she's gonna use a poison on a Jedi who has a force field around him. Oh, so they both work for the Sith Master. I'm speculating she's his hand. That's May's handler, the guy that made the poison. So now we got Master Soul and is hanging out with Osha. He's now asking her about her tattoo that she got when she got drunk and partied with her crew members. He's asking her if she believes that her sister would kill these Jedi. She's like, yeah, because somehow if she survives, she would. I, I, I don't know how you got that stretch. Wait, he knew about her, but he was only able to save her. So he tried to teach her the lesson of loss and acceptance, but she could not. She just could not take that in, so she left the order. But he's criticizing himself that maybe he was not a good enough teacher for her. There's some decent chemistry between these two. You know, there's some decent chemistry between them as a master and a former apprentice. But at the same time, he is a bit dismissive of her. So I think we're, I don't know, like we're 18 minutes in on episode 2, and again, so far, nothing has happened. Are we 18 minutes in? I don't know if we're 18 minutes in. We're somewhere around there. So far, nothing still has happened. Nothing significant. No fighting. We had the May, the Sith assassin, punching walls for like 3 minutes. Literally, she was punching the walls and kicking a wall for 3 minutes, trying to kill this Jedi Master. And okay, so this is what's weird. Okay, it's set 100 years before a Phantom Menace, but like I told you guys earlier, the canon that they wrote in the comics literally contradicts the canon of this show because they already knew about the Sith prior to this. This is so weird. This is what I'm telling you. They don't care. They don't care. They can't even keep up with their own canon. All right, we're on Olega. They're okay. They just met the dude who runs the temple on Olega. He's telling him about the investigation. This dude, he's still in his meditation mode. We got May. She's back with the poison. So they're not gonna go inside the temple. Okay, so they caught the little girl who was distracting the droid. Okay, we're back to May. Good lord. Just pick one scene and stick with it. Okay, May is now talking crap to the master who's in meditation. Uh, this is like, but your past still haunts you. Okay, they're interrogating the little girl. May paid her. Now they realize that May's real because the little girl is saying that Osha, the twin, is the one who. Wait, hold on a second. So the dude who's been in the meditation, he's been in that meditation for 10 years. Just floating there for 10 years. May's telling him to confess his crime to the Jedi Temple, but this dude has been like that. Okay, so it's like okay, she's about to let the toxin go. Oh, wait, he just woke up. We got the pocket droid. It's like okay, he's awake. He's now lowering, he's floating down to the ground. I've been waiting for you, May. Okay, Master Torin, he's been waiting for May. Forgive me. He's now gonna take the poison. We thought we were doing the right thing. Okay, he just took the poison. So a guy who's been in meditation for 10 years decided to take a poison. Because he said we thought we were doing the right thing. How did how did Osha find him first? What? I'm sorry. This dude was meditating for 10 years. Okay. Okay, now they think that Osha killed him even though he didn't. He was poisoned. How did you know? My sights were on her the entire time. This is Yord. He followed her. Um, clearly he wasn't following her, because if he was following her, so he's okay. He's right. So Yord is agreeing with her. Master Torin was dead before they arrived. Okay, so now they're all on the same page that Osha didn't kill the master. He took this poison willingly. Why would Master Torben kill himself? Master Soul knows why. This is Bunta from my home planet. So the poison was from the home planet that May and Osha are from. Okay, they located May's handler. So May's handler, they killed the original owners of that shop, and they're using it as a lookout place. No, they're now trying to decide whether they should go talk to May's handler or not. Okay, so Jackie, the Padawan, they're going with her plan. Why is a Jedi holding a blaster? They're giving her a blaster. Okay, so they're giving Osha a blaster. We already know she can't use the Force, so. Alright. Let's see if she knows how to use a blaster. Yeah, this is. I forgot how. We're like 10, 20, 15 minutes in, 18, I don't know. And still, nothing has happened. Nothing has happened. 2 episodes in, nothing has happened. Now, uh, supposedly something happens in episode 3, and I'll cover my thoughts on that. Uh, Maybe tomorrow or Thursday. But so far, like I've said, nothing has happened yet. Uh, Nothing has happened in episode 3. All right. This is a very boring show. I'm not trying to be like critical, to be mean or anything like that right now. I'm being honest. Like, this is a boring show. Nothing has happened. Okay, we're back. Okay, now Osha is dressed like May to go and see if she can get intel from May's handler. This is interesting. Okay, some creativity here. All right. Let's see if she can pull it off. Oh my god. Okay, now the handler, he's questioning Osha. She's pretending to be May. The handler's like, why do you want to see me? May, are you okay? Did the poison work? That's all we need. Let's wait. Okay, Soul's like, wait, you're acting so strange. Wait, you killed Torben without the poison? He will be so pleased. So now we know that the Sith is a man. People were speculating that it was a woman. The handler just realized he made a big mistake. Wait, nope, not yet. Oh, wait, yep, he just realized it. Okay, Osha just pulled the blaster out. Yord. Okay, they got him surrounded. They have his confession. This dude looks just like Ezra Miller. I thought this entire time this was Ezra Miller, and I would not be surprised if that Disney would hire him. Apparently, the Jedi can wipe people's memories now. They're interrogating him. He's just her supplier. He was gun running for the Hutts. For the right price, he works for anyone. Who is he? Oh, I thought he was with you. Does May have a master? Is someone training her? Listen, I have no idea what's going on with that girl. All I know is that she wants revenge on 4 Jedi. If you want to get to her, she'll be back here tonight. I'm holding some things for her. Yord, secure the perimeter. Keep an eye out for May. Jackie, get to the ship. So now they're going to wait for May to come back tonight for some more supplies from her handler / supplier. Where are we? 22 minutes in. 22 minutes in, and absolutely nothing has happened. The TV show Smiling Friends is 11 minutes and has a better storyline than this will probably ever have so far. Can you agree with that?
Yuck.
Yeah.
Disgusting.
She just coughed a bunch of phlegm up. Lady Linus. She doesn't like her own bodily fluids for some odd reason. So if she coughs, spits, or anything, it literally could cause some emotional and some psychological.
I don't like it.
She doesn't like the existence of being a human. I'm convinced that this is Lady Linus's first go about as a human.
So you keep saying.
And so she's still working through the challenges of being a human.
You're so annoying. Anyway, what was the question?
I don't even remember.
Exactly.
Okay, so we're back to Soul and Osha. They're having a conversation. Osha wants revenge. Soul's just like, I couldn't save children. Let me try now. So he wants this to be a redemption. So he wants to try to save May. Osha's like, she wants to kill 4 Jedi stationed on Brendix 16 years ago, her home planet. Indara, Torben, Kalek, and you. She wants to kill Soul. Have faith in May. Then have faith in me. Okay. Sure. 22 minutes in and nothing has happened. Okay. May is making her return. Oh. Okay, Master Soul. He's called out May. He's like, you survived. You killed Indara. And Torben. Okay, she throws a toothpick at him. Remember, she's using tiny throwing knives. She's using toothpicks to kill Jedi. This is what we're working with. Okay, she just did a crazy flip kick. Okay, we're getting some very standard issue choreography. Nothing impressive. He's like, you attacked me without a weapon. Why? She does some spin kicks. He keeps on trying to grab his lightsaber. Why does she keep grabbing the lightsaber? This is weird. Okay, they're now dancing. They've got locked hands. They're doing the cha cha, a little merengue. Oh, and now we got some swing, a little doo wop. There we go. And yeah, he just took all of her little toothpick blades. Uh, Back in the day, he was a pickpocketer before he became a Jedi. You know, you have misunderstood the Jedi arts. Your master has failed you. Tell me who trained you. She's doing flip kicks for whatever reason. Um, okay, we're now with Osha. Well, that was weird. That was a weird cut. What? So the editing in the show is not good either. Just to point out, they just did a really bad edit cut. Okay, now he flipped May in the air, and she used the force to. Oh no, he used the force to freeze her. So now she's frozen. I see your master has taken great pains to hide his identity, even from you. You couldn't tell me who he is, even if you wanted to. Get out of my head, Jedi. Okay, she does a flip kick. She's got a hidden blade like she's Assassin's Creed. Even after all this time, your thoughts still go to your sister. My sister is dead. Osha is alive. You lie. Okay, she's throwing a. Oh, wait. Yor just grabbed her throwing toothpick. He's like, he speaks the truth. Osha lives. Out of all the names, they picked Osha. I can't stand this. It's going to drive me off the walls. She's trying to run away. Yor uses the force to push her back. Keep in mind, remember in that article we read, they called her the dreadlock warrior. That's what they think of these of black women, dreadlock warriors. We got Jackie in the name of the police, or the Jedi under arrest. You know what I'm talking about. Okay, May is going to use dust to escape, which is, I don't even know, what are we doing here? Okay, Yor's about to get his lightsaber out. Soul's like, please come with us. Your sister is alive. Boom, she uses the force to lift up the dust in the air like nobody saw that coming. Ay, ay, ay. Yeah, and she escaped. All that time he was dancing, doing the merengue and bachata with her. He could have taken her down. This is what we're working with. 28 minutes in. Good Lord. Okay, May escape. Let's see. Osha is gonna chase after her and maybe make sure that May has done her CPR training and first aid. We'll see. Okay, May just got hit by a speeder. Okay, we got Osha. There she is. Okay, the dude who hit her in the car. He's like, "Hey, you okay? You okay?" Oh, great. Now she just assaulted him. He didn't do anything. She's stealing his ride. We got Osha's about to pull the trigger on her sis, May. Hold up. Oh, look. Yeah, your sister's alive.
You're so dramatic.
Look at this. Yep. Now you know your sister's alive. What are you going to do? Pull the trigger. Pull the trigger. Thank you. And you miss. She can't use a force. She can't use a stun blaster. What is this girl good for? She doesn't. I'm not even sure she can fix ships. Or she either just let her sister go on purpose. I don't know which one it is. Mr. Mr. Soul, Master Soul's looking at her like, did you just let your sister go? Okay, we got Vanessa. I have concerned the small council. We are waiting for your arrival. With respect, we don't have time for talks, Master Vanessa. Our problem has changed. Your old Padawan going rogue is one thing, but now a trained outsider is responsible. We need to strategize, but we know where she's going next. We must move. We don't make decisions like this without meaningful decisions, Soul. We will see you soon. He's really letting this chick tell him what to do? Bro. Okay, so again, like I said, 28 minutes in, nothing has happened. Nothing has happened yet. Okay, we had the little, bachata merengue fight dance. I'm not even kidding. That was literally, if you have seen like bachata, merengue, any of those intense dancing competitions, that's literally what we just watched. This was Dancing with the Stars, Star Wars. That's what this was. That's what this was. I don't even. The movie Romeo and Juliet, starring Jet Li and Aaliyah, had better fight choreography dancing than this will. Jeez Louise, I can't believe I'm bringing that movie up. And that's a good movie, too. It's a very good movie. Listen, if Aaliyah didn't die, no one would be talking about Beyonce. Just keep that in mind. Okay, we're back. Okay, we got Ezra Miller look-alike. He's looking at the Jedi. This dude literally looks like Ezra. Okay. May tries to kill him. Somehow he's better at fighting than May is. You sold me out to the Jedi. They're right up there. They're everywhere. I should kill you for betraying me like this. I can make it up to you. I can get us out of the city. How is he better at fighting than she is? And go where? Kufar. What the hell is Kufar? A relaxing force retreating the Outer Rim where the Wookiee Jedi lives. You found Kelneka? Osha's alive. I know. Oh, the Jedi found her. Oh, and we have an overweight Jedi. I forgot to mention that. We got an overweight Jedi. Remember, we got that inclusivity here. Okay, we got Kufar, where the Wookiee Jedi is. We have plants that are shooting come into the air. So that's now canon in Star Wars. Oh my god, indeed, Lady Lioness, you are correct. Okay, we got a bunch of... we got Kevin Hart. The dude looks like Kevin Hart.
He does not.
Did you see his face? What does it say? I'm not even going to talk about this part. Okay, here we got the Wookiee. The Jedi Wookiee. Okay. He's yelling, and he just yelled at the dudes to get away. Just a bunch of hikers. They weren't doing anything. And he just just minding their own business. Jesus. You gotta be kidding me. That it just ended like that. It literally just ends with the Wookiee. Okay, okay, here we go, guys. Here we go. So here we go. Don't. Here we go. Listen to this. Listen to this, guys. I want you to listen to this. Okay? 32 minutes long. With 5 minutes of ending credits. $180 million for 8 episodes. 32 minutes with 5 minutes of credits.
Impossible.
We're 2 episodes in. Nothing has happened. Nothing. Make sure you hit that like button. And if you're new to the channel, subscribe.
Catastrophe.
You know, Lady Lioness, she's mocking this. She's not even watching the show.
It's true.
She's pretending to be a cat right now. But we're not going to get into that.
I'm playing my Switch. Don't be weird.
Okay, she's pretending, but we're not going to get into that. Okay? But let's listen, okay? 2 episodes. That's an hour. And nothing has happened. Nothing has happened.
Well, what do they think is going to happen? Are you going to ask them?
What do you guys think is going to happen? Lady Lion, she wants to know what you guys is going to think is going to happen. I don't even know if you guys are even watching the show.
Comment below.
Yeah, comment. Let me know if you were even watching the show. What you think, or you're just along for the ride.
Please comment.
For my crazy ass commentary. Yes, please comment. That'd be nice. I would love to know. Make sure to hit that like button.
And I'll actually look too. I want to see.
Okay, Leylina, she's doing some intel now. She's going in. She's gonna check to see if y'all are leaving some comments. I don't know what to tell you guys. We read that article, so we knew what we were getting ourselves into when we decided to. Well, when I decided to do this, and I don't even know, man.
Predictions?
The line is she wants to know my predictions. You want to know my predictions? Okay, this is my prediction. This is what's gonna happen in episode 3. Okay, they're gonna make it to the planet, and they're going to see the Wookiee. The May, she's gonna go after the Wookiee. They're gonna subdue May. Just as they subdue May, her master is going to appear, and he's gonna kill several of the Jedi. That's what's gonna happen. We're gonna deal with that, and I think Master Venestra or whatever, she's gonna appear there as well with her lightsaber whip. We saw it in the trailer that she's there. So the question that I am under the impression is whether or not it's gonna be the fight between May and the Wookiee and Soul and the crew, and then the Sith the Sith comes, because I think that's at night. So I get the impression that Venestra, she's gonna make her way to the planet at the exact same time that May does. And all I know is that episode 3 is we're gonna deal with the big thing that's gonna happen, where they fundamentally change the whole concept of the Force. I'll save that for another breakdown. I'm not gonna do that tonight. But like I said, we're 2 episodes in, nothing has happened, and also keep in mind, whatever does happen doesn't mean it's gonna be any good. And it just might be so stupid. And here's the problem that I have. Okay, here's the problem. They'll take concepts that are good. They're not bad concepts. They're not bad ideas. But they don't know how to execute them. Yes, shout out to Jay Pylon. It is going to get degenerate. And I'm telling you, I don't know if it's true, but they hired an intimacy coordinator for the show. There might be a sex scene in this show. No, that's not we don't have, no, don't get all excited for that. There's not supposed to be sex scenes.
I'm not really excited, you know that.
There's not supposed to be sex scenes in Star Wars. This is for kids. So, and here's my thing. Whatever concepts that they're going to use to change the Force, sometimes it's not the concept that's the problem. It's how they execute it. And you can take really good ideas and you can bastardize them. You can ruin them. And you can take away from the strength of those concepts and ideas. And I think that's what we're going to experience with the Acolyte. We're going to, because if they go the route with, and I'm not going to do it now, but if they go the route with the father and the son and the daughter and Obaleth, the mother, if they're going to go down that route, there's nothing wrong with those concepts. It's the execution of the concept and how you do it. And I'm going to save that for my next live stream. We're going to break down that WD Pro video and talk a little bit about their speculation on the Force is female. And just to kind of wrap up things, there's nothing wrong with the duality of the Force, of this idea of masculine and feminine energies. But the problem is that when it comes to the concept of the Force, we have to keep in mind that the moment you start putting labels on things that are not executed well or are not properly explained, it loses all meaning. It loses all purpose. And we're going to see that in real time. So however they end up interpreting the Force and reimagining it, it's not going to be in a manner that elevates the pre-established lore, the pre-established universe. And in fact, it's going to actually disrespect the pre-established lore and universe, and it's also going to disrespect the origins of the inspirations of where Lucas got a lot of his ideas for the Force when it comes to Eastern mythology and samurais. So even in, like I told you, like they don't appreciate these concepts. Even the fighting in the show, there's a lack of appreciation.
What do we call that?
What do you mean?
What do we call that?
I don't know what you call that, late night. Just say it, whatever it is.
He is a purist.
I don't. Can you explain to me what that means?
That means that you like how it originally was written. It can't be written any other way without criticism. That's what it means.
Is there no such thing as constructive criticism?
There is constructive criticism, but you keep referring back to how it was.
Well, because that's what was established.
Right.
Okay.
So that's the definition.
I guess, but is that a bad thing?
You're not leaving room for creativity.
But how can you leave room for creativity when there's a lack of creativity?
It's someone else's story.
But
based off of the original story.
Yes, but what if it doesn't have any of the sauce of what made it good to begin with?
That means you like the original, and that brings us right back to where we started.
Okay, so then it's not good, and it's not authentic to what we care about. That's just the reality of the thing.
Guys, let me know if he sounds like a purist.
I don't. She has this whole idea that because we as fans care about Star Wars and wanted to maintain the themes and the atmosphere of why we loved it is a bad thing.
I'm not saying
and because they choose to diminish and bastardize what we all love for their own personal ideologies and belief system, we're the bad guys. So this is what I want you guys to understand. Because we're purists, she's using it in a negative connotation.
It's not.
Even though everything I've been saying, and for anyone out there who's been listening, is that they don't value us as fans. Okay. And how are you supposed to create new fans if you're creating content that doesn't even respect why the old fans loved it to begin with and why they would share it with new people? So, when you have Lady Lioness over here criticizing us for being purists in a negative connotation, even though we're trying to be genuine and we care about Star Wars, this is the issue that I have. Okay, what is Jay says here? I like Ronin's point. It has to stay loyal to the canon. They can add new stories, but it can't conflict with what got established as the mythos.
Okay.
Thank you, Jay. And that's been my point.
Is that the point? Is that your point the whole time?
Yes. That's been my point. And Jay hit it on the nail. I could not say it more eloquently than myself right there, and the way he said it nice and short. You can add new ideas, but if you don't respect the established mythos, then any of your new ideas don't work. And they don't feel genuine. They don't feel authentic. They don't feel like they fit the pocket within the foundations of that world and that mythos. And that's been the and anyone out there who's a Star Wars fan, that's been our main complaint.
Okay.
Is you don't respect the mythos, the established mythology, that is the foundation that allows you to build upon new content, new stories, new ideas. And for anyone who's watched this show, and if you do take time to watch it, like I said before earlier today, watch the Panderverse, South Park Panderverse episode, and then watch this show. And you'll completely understand why the whole catchphrase, put a chick in it, make her lame and gay, is synonymous with the current era of Hollywood and entertainment. And many of you guys out there, you're well aware of that. And Lady Lioness here, she'll be, she kind of gets on my case because I'm critical of female characters in films and shows that aren't well written and that aren't properly representative of the story, and that don't have any actual weaknesses. They don't have anything to challenge them, to push them. And this has only been me critical of a few things that she has exposed me to that she likes in terms of characters. And there's nothing wrong with that. And I like strong female characters. Why we wouldn't? What about Ripley from Aliens? Princess Leia, Mon Mothma. There are so many incredible strong female characters that they could look to for inspiration, but they don't like those characters because, one, they maintain their femininity. They still maintain their ability to be vulnerable. They still have challenges. They have weaknesses. They can't do everything. They can't beat up everybody. And when you create characters that have no weaknesses, that don't have any challenges, then none of us can relate to them, and it's not entertainment. It's not fun. And you're just playing with yourself in imaginary land. Like I said earlier, this show isn't made. This show was made for an imaginary audience that doesn't exist. They've told you. They told us that. They told you this is fan fiction. Leslie Headland told you that. Kathleen Kennedy said, "Yeah, make your own fan fiction in Star Wars. I'm okay with that." We read that in the article earlier. You can listen to my earlier live streams if you don't believe me on that. So this isn't for us. And we have every right to criticize them for disrespecting the mythology. Look what happened with Rings of Power. Anyone out there who's a Tolkien fan, you know Rings of Power did not turn out well. So bad that they have to reboot season 2. Now you got 3 different Saurons running around in season 2. This is the problem with many of Hollywood's entertainment right now, is that you have people in power who don't care about the content, who don't want to tell good stories, who are lazy, who aren't talented, who aren't good at their jobs. Leslie Headland, why would they give her $180 million to play with? She's never done anything of this type of caliber. But she was the assistant to Harvey Weinstein. Remember, she was the assistant to Harvey Weinstein during his entire Hollywood tenure, where he was going around having all sorts of fun with the female Hollywood elites.
Another video for another day, right?
No, everyone knows that. The whole world, everyone knows that. That's why it's a little weird that you would give a woman who was the private secretary for the guy who was partly responsible for the Me Too movement. A little weird, a little suspect, wouldn't you say?
I have no comment. I don't know.
Yeah. Lady Lionel, she's a feminist, so she's gonna defend her women, even if they were aiding and abetting in a man who was blackmailing and forcing women to suck his dick.
Yeah, okay.
Willingly or unwillingly.
Extreme.
But
very extreme.
But I mean, that's literally what happened. That's why he's in prison right now. But okay. So that's the problem too, guys. All right, we like I said earlier, you got the Marxism, you have the feminism, you have the normalization that evil is relative to your perspective. And we know that in Star Wars, Lucas made it very clear, George Lucas, there's good and there's evil. And there is no in-between. And even if there is an in-between, there still is a clear line of definition. So, they're trying to normalize and make the Sith sympathetic. That's dangerous rhetoric. And this is also an issue where you're trying to domesticate people to believe in a type of mentality that is actually immoral and unethical. The actor who plays Yord, dreadlocks.
or I should say the short dreadlocks, not the warrior dreadlocks, the Jedi dreadlocks, because that's how the guy was writing the article. Anyways, he said, and I did an earlier live stream that Anakin, that we should criticize Anakin for blowing up the Death Star and killing millions of people, as if as one, we know it wasn't Anakin, that was his father. Father didn't do that. Luke did that. And he's trying to tell you, oh, hey, Luke was a bad guy for destroying the Death Star. A a a space station with a capability of destroying planets, and it killed a planet with over 1 billion people, and Luke destroying it, and Luke's the bad guy. That the space station was designed to go around the galaxy and blow up planets that would go against the Empire, but Luke's the bad guy for doing it. These are the people that they have performing in Star Wars, writing in Star Wars, creating Disney Star Wars. Remember, one of the writers for the show, when interviewed by Leslie Headland, Leslie asked her, "Hey, have you ever seen Star Wars?" And the writer goes, "Oh, you mean the thing with Harrison Ford who drives a truck in space with a giant dog?" And she hires her. So they're hiring people who don't even know what Star Wars is and don't even like it. And then they're going to create it for an imaginary audience who doesn't exist. And then call us, the regular us, who criticize it, racist, misogynistic, sexist, all that bullshit. So, and I covered that earlier. But this is what, for anyone who didn't watch it or did watch it, this isn't for us. And don't bother getting upset at whatever they do in episode 3. I'm just letting you know right now. We know it's not going to be good. We know it's going to be crazy. If you thought the commentary that I'm giving tonight was wild, just wait until episode 3. Just wait till episode 3. But like I told you, episode 3 it's going to have some of the most ridiculous, terrible, asinine fight choreography. We're going to have revelations that are just going to not make a goddamn sense. And then I'm going to have to sit here and explain to you why these are some interesting themes and ideas, but they don't even know what the hell they're doing. And they're ruining interesting concepts and ideas. You laughing at me?
We have a game going on over here.
Sorry. So I'm just telling you guys, like, this is it. This is it for Star Wars. This is okay. So just like Deadpool and Wolverine is Marvel's last make it or break it, this is Lucasfilm's last make it or break it. If the Acolyte fails, Lucasfilm is over. There's nothing else. They don't have anything else coming out. This is it. If this show fails, which it will, this is it for Lucasfilm. There's nothing else. There's nothing else that they can put out. Nothing new. Nothing. I'm not trying to sound like a jerk or black pill, but I'm telling you guys right now that this is it for Lucasfilm. If this fails, then Disney Star Wars TV shows are over. You think you're gonna get an Andor season 2 if this fails? You really think we're gonna get an Ahsoka 2? You really think we're gonna get the Mandalorian season 4 and the Mandalorian movie? You really think we're going to get that? Has anyone even remembered that there's another Star Wars show coming out this fall called The Skeleton Crew with receding hairline Jude Law? Well, so when this show fails, when it doesn't make it on any of the the Nielsen ratings or any of that stuff, and you're gonna have the mainstream media and the mainstream shows, suck the taint of Disney and be like, oh yeah, this was amazing, it tasted wonderful. But the regular audience, the regular consumers, we didn't watch it, and those who did watch it, we're never watching this again. So this is it. If this fails, there's nothing left that Lucasfilm can do to maintain any form of longevity. They're gonna have to put it in the vault. You're gonna have to put Star Wars in the vault for 10, maybe 15, 20 years. I'll be in diapers the next time we get any decent Star Wars. Lady Lioness will be on dialysis.
I would never.
She's under this impression that she won't age, and that she won't have to like wear diapers and.
I will not. We are not.
She's not gonna wear diapers when she's 70 or 80. I don't know what she plans on doing then. But rest assured, good luck to her and her bowels. But the point that I'm trying to make here is this is it. We're not going to get any more quality. Well, this is it. There's no more Star Wars. And whatever does come out after this, no one's going to watch it. The same with Marvel. If Deadpool and the Wolverine, Deadpool and Wolverine is not a financial success, it's over. I don't know how much that movie cost. But if you look at what's going on with Captain America and that they're in their 4th round of reshoots, and the speculation could be that the film, after everything is said and done, the budget for the new Captain America film could be over $400 million. Imagine spending almost $1 billion on a movie that's going to fail because every test screening it failed, and they're already on their 4th or 5th reshoot. You like, really? We already know that Hollywood is collapsed. We know that. We know that the Marxism, the feminism, the false allegations, all of these things have destroyed Hollywood. The oversized bloated budgets, no discipline, the strikes, AI now. So we know that this is it. We're in the end stage of Hollywood right now. I don't know what's going to come out of it next. But if you want to thank anyone for the destruction of Hollywood, you can thank Disney for that, because everyone followed Disney. So that's why we're in the current state that we are. That's why, Amazon spent over $1 billion on Rings of Power, and less than only 50% of the audience less than 50% of the audience finished Rings of Power. After the 3rd episode, most people checked out, and they spent over $1 billion. You really think that with the way Rings of Power went with season 1, and now with what's going on with season 2, you really think it's gonna succeed? Rings of Power is dead. We know that. It's over. And this is just the reality of the situation, guys. For any of you out there, like, there's no problem with sitting back, having some popcorn and a smoothie and watching the collapse of Hollywood. I'm all for it. I'm all for it with Disney. It's okay. We know that Disney has engaged in child trafficking. We know Disney has engaged in pedophilia. We know Disney is engaging in grooming tactics. We know Disney is engaging in communistic ideologies. We know all of this stuff. Money laundering. It's all out there. Literally, the CIA gave Disney the land that they're on. So, and I know I'm kind of going a little off the rails here, but I just want you guys to kind of be aware of what we're dealing with in terms of the scope of Disney and what they're capable of. No one's going to talk about these kind of aspects of Disney, but this is a reality, and it's well documented. The Higher Side Chance. He did a great interview with a woman who was trafficked through Disney, and she worked with people that were trafficked through Disney. This is real stuff. People don't want to talk about it, but it's real stuff. So when you're watching these shows, when you're watching the content of Disney now, just know that even if you thought that they were genuine and family friendly back in the day, take that with a grain of salt. And don't get me wrong, I love the animated Robin Hood film. I love it. It's one of my favorite films. Rescuers Down Under. I love the Rescuers Down Under. You kidding me? Amazing films. Great. But this is the thing. It's no different than with most corporations or anything that we engage in. Unfortunately, there is some blood on the hands. It's just an unfortunate thing. But when it comes to these shows, just know that this is it for Lucasfilm. If this fails, then Skeleton Crew, which comes out in October, I believe, there's no point. Of course they're going to release it, but there's not going to be a season 2. I'm telling you right now, they will not announce a season 2 of The Acolyte. They're not going to. I'm telling you right now, this is a one and done, and that's it. So don't expect a season 2. Do not. And when it comes to Marvel, if Captain America really comes out with that Israeli superhero with a Jewish star on her, with everything that's going on politically right now, oh my gosh. So I just want everyone to be aware. They'll still pump out the content, but no one's going to be watching it. And at that point, when everyone stops watching Lucasfilm, when everyone stops watching Marvel, yet they keep on putting out content that no one likes, at that point, I hope everyone just comes to the consensus that now Disney is just a money laundering operation. I hope when that happens, we all come to the consensus that this is a money laundering operation. Oh, my sweet baby Jesus. Oh, my. Well, I can't wait till episode 3. Don't worry. We're going to do another live streaming of episode 3 in real time. I really enjoyed doing this. This was a lot of fun. I really appreciate everyone that came by and went on this little commentary adventure with me. Please make sure you hit that like button. If you're new to the channel, subscribe. Feel free to share this stream with anyone else out there who wouldn't mind some laughs and chuckles and some heavy criticism. I hope you enjoyed this episode of Ronin Review, The Acolyte, episode 1 and 2. If you've made it this far, please make sure to hit that like button, subscribe, and ring that notification bell. And until next time, stay positive, stay focused, stay true, and much love.